We always talk about money, this, that, blah, 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 blah. BGF, you know what it's time to do. It's time to give them the.
He's giving them business down there. He's giving them business down there. He's giving them business down there.
Welcome back to episode 3. Give them the business style. You know what we talk about mayhem, mischief, and whatnot in the business world. So, what to do and what not to do if you haven't checked out episodes 1 and 2 from the one and only BGF. Go ahead and check it out. You'll get some nifty tips and tricks of some things that you can do to produce some income for yourself, or things, stories told from yonder years of what not to do in some odd situations. So this episode here, we're actually going to be talking about some accountability. So stories and things to do when you are looking for a job and you get a job or you have a job. So we'll call it how to function at a function. So many times when you are hired at a company, you're going to be going through numerous hours, days, and weeks of training.
You don't want training.
When you are a tenured employee, you're also going to be going through numerous hours, days, weeks, years of training. A lot of these trainings happen off-site. So the question you always have to ask yourself is, how should I function at a function? A lot of people think, well, I need to do what others are doing. If executives and my direct reports, or not direct reports, my reports above me are doing X, Y, and Z, I need to participate too, or I won't be liked. Well, let me tell you a story about how that can go tragically wrong.
This is going to be good.
So I worked for a Fortune 10 company where we sent all of the leaders offsite to a tremendous compound that was actually partnered with the government, where they would send a lot of their CIA and military officers to be trained. So we sent our leaders out to this particular area to be trained over a 3 or 4 day, if I can remember, time span. So these were all day trainings to where you would all be in a huge room. There'd be a lot of excitement, a lot of engagement, and getting people pumped up and ready about leadership and how you were going to dovetail all you learned into solid performance and an improved results and revenue. These events were very structured and very formal. But what we were always told was, hey, once the events end at around 6, we're going to have dinner set up for you. We'll have a little bit of lively music, and that will all end around 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so once that all would end, unbeknownst to us until we got there, in the lower section of this compound, they would have a karaoke all-nighter going on till around 2 or 3 in the morning. So this is an area where you could go and drink and dance and have a little bit more fun after the party. So what you should do is, and here's the tip, you should always have an accountability partner with you. Make a friend and tell that friend that you are leaving at a certain time, and that time should be probably before 12 because you have to get up the next morning and continue to work and train. If that accountability partner is not there or you can't find one, make your phone your accountability partner. Set up an alarm, set up an alert, set up something that is going to chime in your face and give you a reminder. If those two things fail, well, you're just a bad, mischievous miscreant looking for trouble. So this particular night, we'll call him Johnny. Johnny is a drinker. Johnny is actually a tenured employee and not a new employee, so he knows better. So Johnny wants to have fun at the karaoke that night. So he begins to dance, sing, and revel in all of the alcohol refreshments available. Of course, the company does have a limit, so they cut you off at least 2 or 3 drinks. But what happens is the servers have a back room where they also are passing out some wine and other refreshments to keep the party going after the party, after the party, after the party. There's always ways to get your hands on something if you're looking. Bad idea. So this individual continues to drink till around 2 or 3 in the morning. He will not listen to those around him who are telling him to stop and go back to his room. Gets a little boisterous, a little loud. People start to back off. This individual then stumbles to his room late, I should say wee morning hours. And once they get to the room in the middle of the night, you know what happens. What happens to us all in the middle of the night after we drink gallons of any type of liquid refreshment? We have to go number one. So this Johnny boy gets up to go number one. And these rooms, by the way, I should have said it up front, are dormitory style. So they are extremely small. The bed that you're laying in does not give the front door enough room to fully open. So it's a bed, a desk, a small bathroom, and that's it. So this individual, Mr. Johnny Boy, gets up to go to the bathroom and mistakenly mistakes the front door, the entry door to his room, as the bathroom door. Tisk, tisk, tisk. What happens next, you ask? Well, as he ventures out to the bathroom and recognizes that he's in the hallway, the door closes and it locks. Now, does Johnny Boy have his key to get back into his room because it's set up like a hotel? The answer is no, because Johnny Boy is butt naked.
Oh my God!
Johnny Boy is now butt naked in the middle of the hallway at a work function. So what does he do? He bangs on his door. He's walking around talking to himself, trying to get back into his room because he has to go number one. People begin to hear Johnny Boy and they see Johnny Boy in his, not his skimmies, in his skin, and he still has to go. So Johnny Boy then decides to relieve himself on his door in front of his room. Not a good look. Eventually, somebody lets Johnny Boy into his room, a worker, and Johnny Boy then proceeds to fall asleep. The next day, what do you think happens? Johnny Boy is sent on a flight back home. The next days, of course, pursue, and there is an investigation that always happens via HR and the leadership team. It is determined, who's surprised, that Johnny Boy will be relieved of his duties. Dun, dun, dun. What did you learn from that story? Hopefully what I told you before. Accountability partner. If there's no accountability partner, set up your phone as your accountability partner. If those two things fail, 3 strikes and you're out. You're just not suited, booted, and ready for the work environment. You better start working from home. That is it for giving you the business. Hey, tune in next time. We'll have some more stories because they are great. And I will see you then. Brain Guy Phil, over and out.
I hope you learned a valuable lesson.